And probably 25 years ago, when I started with this company, it was like, this is pretty cool because everybody's still a name in this company and we're not a number, and I came from a company that numbers meant more than a name did.
People genuinely care about you, and they care about the job they do, which impacts the way you do yours.
It's been a fun journey. I love this company. I would not want to be anywhere else.
My name is Michael Cataldo. I'm the regional manager here at Branch 24 and 44 here in Boise, Idaho.
My name is Jackie Colbert, and I have been with Pacific a little over 5 years.
My name is Doug Hoyer. I'm a new hire here at the corporate catalytic converter department.
I started with Pacific in October of 2000.
I started in May of 1995.
I've kind of been everywhere with Pacific. I started at the steel sales counter in Kalispell.
I've been with Pacific almost 5 years.
I've been with them roughly 33 years.
As the controller and was hired in 2000. 2007, I was promoted to the chief financial officer.
Prior to Pacific, I worked for Schnitzer Steel.
I started with the company just kind of being a counter office person.
Started out in processing. I moved down to shipping and receiving.
I then moved to the Nampa, Boise area.
I started in the corporate accounting department.
I came on board to manage the Hyde facility in Nampa.
And then I went to Havre, Montana to be the branch manager in Havre.
Been a manager now for roughly 16, 17 years.
In the time period I've been here, we've had 3 CEOs.
And then I transferred here to Kennewick, Washington.
We started going through some growth changes, and I actually created a supervisor position and asked him to give me a chance.
Moved to Boise and haven't looked back. People will ask me, what's Pacific all about? They always think it's just recycling. And they don't understand that we actually started in hides and furs 125, 130 years ago.
It was the Thebases who started the business and basically built the footprint that we're in right now. I know that the company was founded by Joe Sr. Out of Spokane, Washington. We grew our footprint from that area and moved east.
After a number of years and after some success, the founder sent his son to Montana to get coyote furs. And that began the relationship with Pacific Hide and Fur in Montana. And then during World War I, the company began metals recycling. Then in the 50s and 60s, there had been a lot of demand for scrap steel. And so the company decided to embark upon the steel side of our business at that point in time.
I enjoy the people I work with. I enjoy all the big boy toys that we got.
I think the biggest change in the last 20 or 30 years is we're still in the basic industries we're in, but we're working toward value-added types of services.
We have processing capabilities where we can shear steel, we can bend steel, we can burn steel. We can do almost everything that you want to do with steel.
We recycle all types of ferrous, non-ferrous material, from stationary shear to portable shears, torches.
Down in Nampa, after I left, they just got that stationary shear, but I did get to watch it operate, and that's pretty cool. And I also got to watch the shredder operate, and that was pretty cool. Just all the advancements that we have made just in the last couple of years.
Well, our sorting starts with a magnet. We pull all our ferrous magnetic material, which goes to a Z-box, and in that there's a cyclone that pulls the light fluffy material out and pushes it back to the non-ferrous side. Well, the stainless rolls to our ISS, an induction sorting system, which is an air sortation system, and it is set up to throw all metals. From the ISS, it goes to a color sorting system, which is the KSS, and that is a laser, 3D, and light sensor sorter. And what it will do, it will sort by color, shape, and size. That's where we can break our copper away from our stainless, and we have a lot of capabilities with it.
Two of the operations that we're moving into at this point are one, we've been very successful to this point with catalytic converters coming off cars. The other big piece that we've recently done is e-recycling, and that's something that we just kicked off recently, and we think it's going to be an excellent market for us going forward.
Really in the fact that we have so many branches in varying sizes that we're able to get the latest equipment at the larger branches and use those to the fullest extent and then pass those down to the smaller branches.
And it is nice to not have to work on your machines every time you start them. And Pacific is very good about maintenance, upkeep, and supplying branches with new machines.
What makes Pacific a successful company is its people, their passion and enthusiasm for their jobs.
I keep going back to my prior employers. They were once family-owned, and once they became a publicly traded company, it became just a number.
I don't want to say that it didn't feel important, but I certainly didn't feel connected.
What I found is that our employees have a lot more passion and enthusiasm for the jobs that they have. And then that ultimately leads to greater success for the company. And then that success ultimately translates into a much better retirement program and a much better benefit program for our employees.
I have so much drive and pride in Pacific because of the ESOP. My family's taken care of already for putting in 18 years. If something happens to me, my wife scold. Our house is paid for, kids are taken care of.
I know that every action that I take does matter. I do see a difference.
The best way I can describe it is every day you come into work, you're actually working for your retirement, and you can see that at the end of every year, what you're actually getting. It may not be the first year you're here, but the second and third year you're here, and if the markets are good and business is good, your retirement is going to grow.
They'll pay for your college. They promote within.
When I hire an individual, the first thing is, how far do you want to go? And the answer is, you can go all the way to CEO, president of the company.
You can move up, and it's not, just you're hired to bag cans and that's where you're going to stay forever. You prove yourself and work hard, you do move up.
And after 3 years, there's no reason to quit.
It's kind of like business karma.
Just the feeling, just the pride is totally different. It's a boost for self-confidence for sure.
Our employees' safety is number one, and it goes hand in hand with environmental, because we can't subject ourselves to not doing things the right way.
Forklift safety training, first aid and CPR training.
Out in Williston as the assistant manager, that branch when we bought it was an absolute wreck. Safety hazards, environmental hazards. We went in, cleaned the whole thing up, redid it, asphalted, put new scales, new radiation monitor.
You don't go home and trash your own things. You take pride in them. You cherish them. We didn't know you were coming. You can see what our warehouse looks like. That's pride.
Working for a company that is so conscious of our effects on the environment just reminds me how much they care about us and they care about the community. And it just proves that they're here for the long run.
The community is what we're all about.
They're the ones that are supplying us with materials, metal. They're the ones buying our metal.
So as far as giving something back to the community, it's really important to be involved in all the functions, as far as anything from the Better Business Bureau to the Chamber to
the schools, the metal shops, the Future Farmers of America. We do a lot of work with those kids and buying their livestock. In turn, we get a lot of scrap from the farmers, the ranchers out here, because they know that we're supporting their kids and what they want to do, which is very important.
I am so proud of it. I am so moved by even the smallest things. We not only volunteer on a large scale and give money. We're not just a nameless, faceless company. We are really there. They know our name. They know what we stand for. And it's not mandatory. We just want to. It's my neighbors. Of course I'm going to be there helping. We're a good breed, I think.
Just to always work hard and remember that it doesn't matter what other people are doing. It only matters what you do.
There is a wealth of knowledge to be found in your fellow employee owners.
Give it your all. Go into work every day with a positive attitude.
Stick with it. Don't leave. It's an amazing company.
Employee ownership is a privilege that comes with the responsibility of performing at your very best day in and day out.
What you put in, you will get back out of.
And you'll notice that the further in you get to this company, you can't describe it. It's awesome.